I think he might have been out.
I think he was
I
out.
think this is a big swing.
That's crazy. Over
This is
under
a
betters or total
Oh,
betters.
he's out.
No,
Oh, no touchdown. And the half is over. Who saved that?
wow.
Who is the tackling player there? Number 8 or 9? 9.
You
Ref?
remember when Jordan
Is
Addison
that Ref?
almost scored and he got knocked out? It felt like that where it's like, is that as fast as you go? It feels like you're running at like 90% speed. You got to go 100%
The
there.
Bills received the kickoff, so this is pretty much like fumbling through the end zone.
Caleb Williams did not step out of bounds. He just scored. Yeah, he's out.
You know what I'm?
It's hard to tell where the ball is.
It's
when
at
his
like
foot touches.
It's clearly at the
Yeah.
half of the
How
There's
do I
no
not
way.
have a? How do I
There's
not
no
have
way
the
that's
opposite pylon cam?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, this guy. This is funny. This guy DM'd me. Just like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm in Vegas getting Rex. And you know what? The thing I came up with, and as I'm like thinking of the best places to eat.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and I said this to this guy too. Unless you live in like Manhattan or Paris, France, everywhere is like better than all your local joints. Like you can't fuck up eating out in Vegas. Like everywhere is good. Everywhere is pretty damn good. Like the worst steakhouse in Vegas is better than a Morton's. So I mean, you can do no wrong. Just don't waste any meals. Don't go somewhere stupid. And I used to waste one on In-N-Out, which I still love, but they don't have any in the casinos. You gotta like take a goddamn Uber.
Man, if you had Falcons,
it would be really funny. It would be really funny if the Falcons lose this game now because of like by a field goal. Drew, are you on the wrong mic? Somebody says so. I didn't even notice. Pizza Rock. If you're downtown, Pizza Rock is a go. Wazuzu in the win. Very good call. Is that the teppanyaki place? Everywhere. The win is one of the greatest examples of everywhere is amazing. The breakfast place out in the patio tableau. SW Wazuzu Red 8. Yeah, Red 8, the lettuce wrap. So
everybody's name in the chat, by the way, is all their like logins and not their declarative names, which is kind of tripping me out.
Something got weird.
Yeah.
Esther's. I forgot about Esther's. Yeah, Sam, go to Esther's and Art District's cool.
Yeah, Art District is neat. All right. Let's see here. Bills escape certain doom. 21 points at halftime.
How about our Bears?
Come up with it, but probably
Bears. We used them in contests. Got the worst of the number on betting the 4.5.
Second half opens up Buffalo Bills -7.5 plus 118. The second half total is 24.5. So market does not expect a Bills comeback here.
I mean, what would give you the idea that they can run a competent offense right now? They're just not getting any time for Josh. And even when he is getting time, he's had 3 or 4 throws that were clearly like, that's on you. You can't throw at the guy's ankles.
He's forcing it.
He's had a couple. He gets mad. And I'm a observer in this one. You know, I got some parlays and some picks and some player props and whatnot. But I really think the refs are giving the good whistle to Atlanta as well.
Oh,
because they called a very, very suspect, pass interference, illegal contact or whatever on the Bills. And they're kind of letting Atlanta get away with a lot down the field, which to their credit, they just keep doing it. Good job. I would just keep getting aggressive in the defensive secondary if they're going to do so.
People are asking if Arthur Blank bought the refs in this game by donating $50 million to the 4 historically black universities, colleges and universities in the Atlanta area. Doing a little Spellman.
Emory?
That's not a historically black.
I don't know.
College and university. It's in Atlanta.
the only HBCUs I can name are in the SWAC or the MEAC. It's like,
I can't name the other 3. I know Spellman. Is Grambling one? I don't know if that was
Grambling's not in Atlanta.
I don't know if that's one of the ones he donated to.
No.
Anyway, let's make a pick then.
Florida A&M.
Just for completeness, The other ones were Morehouse. Oh, how did I forget Morehouse?
Yeah,
Clark, Atlanta, and Morris Brown. Did not know Morris Brown.
Downtown Morris
all right.
Brown.
Second half total of 24.5. There have just been so many explosive plays in this one, and the Bills defense looks so overmatched. I don't know that there's going to be a switch to flip that all of a sudden they start getting stops. They're
tackling in the run is bad. So if you have a big lead, you run the ball, their tackling and their gap integrity and everything,
it's very bad.
It's terrible. And their linebackers and safeties are tiny. They can't tackle anyone once they get the ball. Just a little microcosm is when they were backed up in Atlanta, in that last drive, and they threw a 5-yard little curl, whatever, out route to London. And he was tackled there, and he just kind of walked him. He just dog walked his ass for like 4 more yards. Like, they're just too small to tackle some of these big players on the offense, which is kind of wild. But yeah, even if they try to, just establish the run, it feels like they're going to move down the field. So
Falcons going to score more, you think?
I don't know. This is a tough number, 24.5. Basically, I think the Falcons are going to score. The question is, can the Bills put together some scoring
garbage time points?
Yeah. Are they going to get 14 points?
I think the explosive plays are for real, man. I don't think the Bills are going to abandon the run either. I would expect they come out of the halftime and it's a healthy dose of Cook. And Cook, I think, is going to help balance things a little bit and take a little bit of the heat off Allen. Allen is forcing things, surely. It is weird how fast the drive, the smoothness of the drives has completely come apart at the seams for the Bills when it has, it's like maybe I'm lulled to sleep watching Josh Allen play where I'm like, well, nobody's stopping this guy ever. And then when he gets stopped, you're like, whoa, that's crazy. And he's doing it to himself a lot tonight by basically making some terrible decisions and having some accuracy issues. But I don't know. I think the Bills come back and get a touchdown here. And then at that point, over 24.5 is in good shape. Falcons stalling out in the red zone and kicking field goals would be a problem. I don't know.
So far, their plays in the, down that part of the field have been pretty good, including the last one. I mean,
what do we? What do you think about?
We can take it over here. It's fine.
It's
just not our weekend.
I was gonna make. I mean, the price points kind of sucks. What do you make of Bills 7.5 plus 118? Like, if the Bills score a touchdown here and it's 21-14, how does that change out Atlanta? Do they go a little bit conservative game call here, or do you think they just continue to press the aggressive button? I didn't really love some of their play calls on that drive that before they punted at the half, before they got the interception. It was kind of uninspiring. Michael Penix Jr. is a roller coaster to watch, man. Some of his balls are really nice. Some of them are real bad.
He's not good unless there's a guy wide open. He doesn't really like to. It seems like he doesn't want to force the ball at all. And it's nice because there's a bunch of wide open guys tonight. He makes those throws, but he seems a little like hesitant to make some of these tighter throws tonight for some reason. It feels like you can probably just do that. These guys aren't that good on the secondary. Like, force it a little, and I think you'll be just fine. I don't think he's great. Bijan's obviously great, and having somebody like London is awesome. But yeah, Penix is hit or miss for me. It's hard to judge him.
Do you want to talk me down from laying 7.5 with the Bills in the second half?
I mean, just the first half tape.
Bills defense, yeah.
No, I mean the offense. What changes in the pass pro? They're down there, down the center.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, the second half line's like -7. It's steaming the other way, isn't it?
Well, 7.5 is plus 118. I kind of just like the plus money chance you get there for a comeback.
Plus 120 now.
Damn, I don't know.
This is a tough one. You know what? Pass.
On this one.
End the stream. End it.
We've
had a bad halftime week.
Well, we're due for some luck.
Everybody's just saying Falcons team total over 9.5. Like, What's stopping them from having one explosive play and one field goal?
Yeah, it could be a nice mix of Algier and
Could be 4
Bijan in the
field
second
goals, for
half.
Christ's sakes.
The explosive plays are pretty. I don't know. I'm. If you like Falcons team total over, then you like the over period. I think
so. You make the final call. I don't have a I don't have a horse.
All right,
I don't
over.
have a strong
It's
feel.
the price came down on Bills is now -7 plus 100, which I feel like pushes a lot. That makes that even more attractive to me.
All right.
Over 24.5 came down to -104. What did you see?
Not a lot of love in the market. It actually flipped. The main number on Bookmaker flipped to 6.5 for a second there.
Oh, did it?
It's down to 7 plus 102. You get plus money on that now.
24.5 -104.
Sure.
Over.
It's 24 now, -118. Atlanta and the under are the hot sides. There's a lot of movement right now in the.
I'm getting a different number. I have 24 -122. I have 24.5 -104. That's funny.
You have the sharp account. I'm profiled different. Are you in the live lines or are you in the second half lines?
Second half market.
See, I'm in the live market. Sometimes they're different.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go 24.5 -104.
I'm only allowed to risk 23,600 on that.
All right, let's get some more explosives here.
Over 24.
24 or 24.5?
24.
Okay, over 24.
Yeah.
Well, let's see your number on over 24.
Oh, we got a touchdown. 118 on the live line.
Okay, so we do have different numbers.
I'm in the live one.
I'm looking at that right now. I have -128 there. It's giving you a better number? This is weird.
118. Yeah, I'm profiled as a L7 weenie.
Huh. Okay. I dig it. Let's get it. Over 24 -118. An L7 weenie. It's just spinning.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's acting funny. All of my books have been weird today.
It gave it to me. Yeah, it gave it to me. We're in. Huh. That's funny.
What are we at right now? So we're at 28. So that's a 50. Yeah, we're at 28. So that's a 50.
If the Bills punt on drive one, then we're fucked. If they score a touchdown, I think we'll game on. But I do think that is how this goes. Commanders score a touchdown, 22-yard pass from Jaden Daniels to Chris Moore, who apparently is a wide receiver for the Washington Commanders.
He indeed is.
Targeted 3 times tonight, 3 catches for 46 yards. He is a big part of their offense.
Somebody had to catch balls tonight.
Who was the targeted receiver on the Daniels pick?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Debo? No. It had to be Debo, I guess.
It was intended. Was intended for Debo. Brisker took it.
Okay.
Okay. You want to move on to some NBA? Anybody want to lead off? Anybody want to start out and tell me an NBA question that you would like answered? Drew.
Wow.
Who do you have winning the NBA Finals? Actually, I will take this one. The Thunder are far and away still the best team. Nobody close. Nobody close in the West. It is going to be Thunder in 5.
Yeah. The Thunder should be better this year than last year. If they stay healthy, which is a big if. It's a long season. A lot can happen. The only team that I could see beating them is probably the Nuggets. I took some preseason Nuggets prices. Mostly because I think there are 2 types of title defense, Andy. Do you know where I'm going with this? This is a little qualitative.
Yeah.
There's a title defense where all summer long, everybody in the whole fucking space is like, you didn't deserve to win. You're not that good. Right? And then teams that hear that all summer long come out and they're like, oh, we are that good, and we're going to send a message to you early and often and really really kind of make our presence felt right off the bat that we are going to defend this title. The Celtics come to mind back in the day with the Kevin Garnett team. You remember? The Warriors come to mind when they set like that insane pace at the beginning of the season in their 73 win season. And it's basically just, we're the most ready. We're just going to light the league on fire. Title defense. Then the other type I think you have is everybody just acknowledges you were the best. And sometimes if you're the young team and you're just like, yeah, we were the best. Fuck yeah. And oh, by the way, you happened to go to game 7 a couple of times in that series, including the finals. You played deep into the summer where everybody else was off. There could be a little fatigue still. And you may not be able to get going at full speed out of the gate. And I think that's really where this Thunder team sits right now, where ultimately will they be clearly the top rated? They might be 4 or 5 points clear of the next best team in terms of fair neutral rating by the time we get to the end of the season. But my guess is that this is a little bit of a laissez-faire title defense. A little, not a lot of focus intensity to start, and that once we get to like Christmas, New Year's, that's when they flip it into, okay, now let's sharpen our spears. Let's go on like a 25-5 run or 25-2 run, who knows, and try to take the 1 seed away from whoever has it at that time, the Nuggets, and then ultimately be very difficult to beat in the playoffs, and go on and win the title and lose like 3 or 4 games total or something like that. Like that's kind of the title defense I'm expecting from the Thunder this year, which means I fired Nuggets at bigger numbers. They're shorter than I would bet now, although my fair is close to 500, and I think we will have a conversation around New Year's where I'm saying bet of the year, and it's early in the year. Bet of 2026 Thunder title. Let's get it. Hopefully we will have some NFL winnings at that point in time to roll into that, but we'll see. And yeah.
Andy, thoughts on the Timberwolves? I'll be a little briefer with mine. Try to get through some of these. That's just a dig at Drew there. 3 seed. Very good. Not on the same level as the Nuggets, and clearly not on the same level as the Thunder. They could surprise, and they have a superstar, and superstars can win in the postseason. They can take over games, so they could end up in the Western Conference Finals. There was a good one we just missed. I have a lot of them starred, but Theo Porter asked, when you're building out your team models for season-long numbers, how are you accounting for projected games played by some of these players? I think, in my mind, that's reading as some of the players who definitely are going to sit 20 games just because of life.
Yeah, I think age is a huge factor. History is a huge factor. Like expecting that Kawhi is going to play more than 40 games is probably unrealistic. I think 40 is probably a good number. And you just have to, it's the same. I would treat it the same way as if a guy would ultimately be giving you, I know that this isn't exactly right, but for the most part, I'm not predicting every game of the whole season and adding up all of the win probabilities to get to a fair. It's
That'd be tough.
It's mostly just trying to say that how many minutes is this guy going to play over the balance of the season? He's probably going to play 32 minutes a game in 40 games, and that's his minute share. And then you prorate his usage from that, and then carry that forward. So I would say
trying to project like which game, because there's punt games where it's like, hey, somebody's banged up, 3 guys are sitting. The line went from 3.5 point favorites to 4.5 point dogs.
Yeah,
and you can't. That's happening in January. You can't predict.
Yeah, here's the important thing: is that there are like 25 to 30 guys who really matter a lot about you kind of guessing correctly on their availability. And if you make a good educated guess on those 30, then everybody else you can basically just sort of use, hey, what's a healthy season for a guy this age? How many minutes does he play? Right? And that's kind of the way I would take it. If you want to class by role, that's another way to do it too, right? Like 25-year-old power forward who's the starting power forward generally plays blank. Like that's another really good way to do it. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. What current odds on the division favorite doesn't win?
This is the easiest question of the night. Thank you. The Orlando Magic.
Because
the Hawks are the best team in that division.
how bad will my Heat be this year?
Bad.
I have them
Very bad.
I have them projected as my 13th best team in the East. I'm kidding. I don't make NBA projections.
They're probably like 10 or 11. Let me take a look. Actually,
lower.
now I'm kind of curious. Heat. Did I sort by East? How am I sorting these? My sheet was sorted. No, it was sorted. I was sorting by biggest difference in win total from market, which is a fine way to sort things.
You were right. They didn't abandon the run. This is a longer drive, which isn't great, but they're moving the ball nice. While you're doing that, think more about the East. The best way to bet against the Cavs, be against the Cavs in the East. Is it the Knicks?
Yes, it is probably. But the Knicks to me are a very specific. Here you go. You ready?
Yes.
My best team is Cleveland. 2 is the Knicks. 3 is Atlanta. 4 is Orlando. 5 is Detroit. 6 is Boston. 7 is Milwaukee. 8 is Toronto. 9 for me is Indiana. 10 for me is Miami. 11 for me is Philly. 12 Chicago. 13 Charlotte. 14 Brooklyn. 15 Washington. Although Brooklyn and Washington might as well be the same. We in?
We in.
Shit, yeah. Who's that? Ray Davis?
Was
that D Ray Davis?
The Ray Davis.
What were we getting his name wrong last year? Do you remember?
Roy. You kept saying Roy.
Roy Davis.
There's no
Roy
we.
Davis.
I don't know if you got a turd in your pocket because there ain't no we.
His foot stayed inbounds, Andy.
It's dude, funny. Showtime kind of asked the same. Can you talk me off backing the Cavs to win the East?
Of inches. All right. Talking me out of the Cavs to win the East is pretty straightforward. Also, you ready? Yeah. The Cavs have a specific problem, which is their best player is Donovan Mitchell, and he cannot get through multiple best of 7 series in the playoffs for reasons that completely baffle me. But if this is the year that Donovan Mitchell is the player that the data says he is for 3 consecutive NBA playoff series, then hallelujah. Congratulations to the Cavs backers. I will not be one of them. Like, Donovan Mitchell matters so fucking much to that team and their offense in particular. And for whatever reason, he is so worn down by the time we get to the end of the year. It's just not happening. So someone will beat the Cavs. It's not going to beat the Knicks. It's not going to be the Knicks, though, I don't think. And I think the Knicks have a similar problem where their best offensive player is Jalen Brunson, and he doesn't wear down at all. But he is a massive defensive minus. And if you have a defensive minus that's that big and he's that big, an important part of your team, you can't really you can't really work around him. Then you're going to get punked in the Eastern Conference Finals again. And
you got punked.
My, obviously my projection would say that you're going to face the Hawks in the second round as opposed to these conference finals. But I think the Hawks are absolutely nasty. The Hawks look to me like the sleeping giant that kind of catches everybody by surprise, like Cleveland did last year. I don't know why. I just look at this team and I kind of am shocked that people didn't see, kind of the incredible job that that whole coaching staff did getting Dyson Daniels to be a legit player. Trae Young, perfect guy next to Dyson Daniels. I know you could say a lot of the same things about Trae Young as you could say about Jalen Brunson, but Trae Young's defense actually isn't as bad as Brunson's, which is amazing to say out loud. I don't know, they're about exactly the same. I take it back. I shouldn't have said that.
I got one from Twitter.
Yeah.
Asking about the Clippers. Any positive aspirations on Clippers futures? Or is it just a Kawhi exists?
I mean, I've lost betting Clippers futures 2 years in a row. So I'm probably the wrong person to ask. I don't think I'm going to bet them this year, but I would entirely expect that my numbers are going to say this is the second or third best team in the West at some point when the number's like 20-1. and then you think they're behind the Timberwolves?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Regular season for sure.
Okay.
Raptors are frisky in the preseason. How real? Says Luke Lewandowski.
Real. That team's making the playoffs, I think. Absolutely making the play-in. I would project them to be in the playoffs.
They are my number 7 right now in the East.
Oh man, I love this type of
This is a good idea.
This is Brett, right?
This is Brett, whose YouTube handle is Jester 13.
Jester 13.
This is very funny. It's like seeing people's old or Hotmail accounts. Mine was Andy Conda _13. I made that one. I mean, it was like 15.
I like that. Officiating and pace of play, I think, is always. I mean, if you, God, I don't have a good thesis right now. I think that what we're seeing in terms of preseason so far, to me, says we're going to have a relatively over situation in October. I would not be firing unders in the first month of the season personally, but I also don't bet totals nearly as much as I used to until we get to playoffs, and sometimes that's all there is. The general kind of macro thoughts I have on I think one of the things that's going to matter a lot is that all we really had was Eurobasket this summer. It was a pretty chill summer as far as demand on these guys, so I think everybody's going to be pretty fucking fresh.
No Olympics, none of that jazz.
No, and last year's playoffs were also pretty, like, outside of what the Thunder did in terms of playing a shitload of basketball. Not everybody else kind of had a lot of the spring off, late spring into early summer off, and I think that there's going to be some fresh teams. I don't think there's going to be many surprise nights off early in the season, and I think, to me at least, eyeball test says guys are in good shape and they're going to be firing out of the gate. Booker 30-1 to lead the league in scoring. I don't know what to do with the Suns. I don't think you can do it though. Or actually, maybe let's talk this through.
Old Poland Springs there. What are we thinking?
The Suns are gonna shut them down at some point.
How many games do
the Suns are going to win?
The
Suns are going to win like 18 games this year. I think the Suns is my biggest miss against market in terms of.
Why would you hold the ball that long?
The Suns are a 32.5 win total right now, Andy.
It's not very good.
That is 5.2 wins incorrect by my number. I think, and my number is not even really mathing out what happens if they're clearly in the lottery and they decide to go for the one shot instead of running Devin Booker out there consistently. And that, I think, is very likely. So Booker at some point is going to get the hook. And that goes both ways though, right? Like that goes both ways. So like when he's playing, he might lock in the scoring title and then not play the last 20 games of the season, or play 5 of the last 20 games of the season, something like that. And so I guess maybe ultimately it doesn't really hurt him winning the scoring title from an average per game standpoint. I'm assuming that's the way that they grade the scoring title.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like the awards where you have a minimum games. Like I would assume somebody can't score 40 points and sit out 81 games and then
65 games. It's 65 games. Okay, so in that case, I would not play it because Booker might not get to 65, and I wouldn't be surprised. Although he probably will want to if he's in the scoring title chances, because that means all NBA and that means money is better for him. But I don't know, man. I think there's so many good offensive players. I feel like you're throwing darts. I think 30-1 price is reasonable. Thesis is solid, but I feel like you can make a credible case for like 20 guys.
Who do the Rockets pick up at point guard? Have they already? Or are they just kind of going with status quo and they got guys in the G League?
Well, we're expecting a pretty decent amount of Asar Thompson to be primary ball handler.
Who's better, him or Amen?
Oh, sorry, Amen Thompson. Asar is in Detroit. Amen is in Houston.
Wasn't he? I had no idea. I was not correcting you.
Expecting a pretty good amount of Amen Thompson, primary ball handler. Don't know how I feel about that. They have a too many guys problem as it is without
Bonnie
going
Blue.
and getting a guy. They have a Bonnie Blue problem. Yes. It is. This is not to say that they can't package a handful of guys and get a star point guard. That would be pretty cool, but I'm not even sure who that guy is. It's probably going to be a pretty good amount of Durant creating for himself, like he always does, and then Thompson is your kind of your point center, effectively. Şengün, God, the Houston Rockets is a weird collection of players and talent. It's weird.
Wemby 10-1 to lead in rebounds.
It's an interesting number.
He's taller.
He's going to be a pretty amazingly impressive defensive force as long as he's out there healthy, obviously. I've never really found him to be a compelling rebounder of the ball as much as he is just a gravity guy where he forces the shot to come from a different place that you don't want it to come from. So it's like it's a softer form of really, really effective defense. 10-1 is priced fairly, considering he was a 11 rebound a game guy last year. That was up from 10.6 as a rookie. It's not going to be enough. He's going to need to take a big step forward. And honestly, like he just doesn't play close to the rim enough, I think, to be a guy that's just going to get cheap ones. So I would probably pass on that. May regret that, but
this was a while back. Had some people mentioning the Nuggets bench. Somebody disagreed with John here. Said it was the best bench that Jokic has ever had.
Yeah. Then this is a really, really, really good roster composition for what Jokic is currently. I think this is the best and healthiest supporting cast he will have had in a while. Oh no, somebody on the Bears got badly injured. Who was it?
I don't know. I'm on commercial there. I got both TVs going, and then I have you in front of me. It's a lot going on.
Sabonis was rebound per game leader last year with 13.9. Cat, Jokic, Zubac. I mean, this is
Porzingis says he feels better.
He's gonna have to take Wemby's gonna take a huge step forward. Porzingis,
you know who's gonna have more rebounds per game than him? Juan Berenger.
I don't think so.
I'm hearing Rudy's out for the year, and he's gonna have to start at center. I made that up. That is not actual information.
I was not really paying attention to that.
Yeah, do not act on that.
Johan Berenger is going to be a good young
fun.
player.
I watched him a little in what was it, Summer League or whatever?
Eurobasket. Yeah. Summer League. Yeah.
Porzingis said he feels better.
I just gotta say on the Nuggets real quick, two big thesis. There's three major points why the Nuggets might really surprise to the good, at least in the regular season. Number one, health. Like, you can't understate how fucked that team was by the time they got to the playoffs last year in terms of healthy humans. Depth is better. Coaching is the third one. That coach, I forget his name here even right now off the top of my head, but he did a really, really nice job of kind of putting people in the right places after they've canned Malone. And I think it's reasonable to expect him to carry that step forward. I loved the move for Cam Johnson. He's a huge upgrade over Michael Porter Jr. in my opinion. And then Strother, Watson, and Tim Hardaway Jr. is a better bench that they had last year by a long shot. So we'll see. Christian Braun also taking another step forward. He was so good in the playoffs last year. I don't think people realize how good he's going to be this year. Candidate for MIP. Nah, probably not going to win it though, because he's not going to make the All-Star game. Anyway,
just missed this. Somebody posted their AIM.
Lady Lova 9.
9.
I feel like that you were lucky to get that handle. Probably a lot of other people who wanted the Lady Lova handle. I guess at least 8 of them.
Mr. Lava. Any interest in Celtics East with positive Tatum reports and clips?
No.
not positive enough.
It's not even about positive enough.
And
it's the way the rest of the team. The rest of the team is not rostered to compete for a championship this year. I'm sorry. Like especially the bigs they let walk out the door, and or traded and or just in general, their big man strategy does not make a lick of sense to me. Right now they have 1, 2. I mean, yeah, after Derek White and Jaylen Brown, it drops off pretty good for them. Yeah,
Ty Jerome,
not gonna be good enough.
Most improved player.
Dude, there's gonna be so many minutes by Luka Garza, and he's a minus center. Like that's gonna suck. Ty Jerome MIP is I'm the only person on earth who thinks that's live. Everybody has been saying
who's Luka Garza play for now? I just remember him being on the Wolves minor league team a bunch.
He's a Celtic. Luka Garza is the Celtic.
Yeah, he was. What's the Wolves?
He's probably their starting center
or G League.
I guess Bush. No, I don't know. I don't know how he's gonna play actually. But anyway, the Ty Jerome MIP. I feel like there are two things that go into MIP. I mean, MIP is first time All-Star. That's the rubric of the award. There's no obvious candidate this year, but Ty Jerome made a leap into like top 30 player EPM last year that nobody was really paying attention to. Let me see where Ty Jerome ended up. Ty Jerome. He made a leap last year to 37th best player in basketball, and now he steps into a situation where I think he's going to get his minutes and his closing minutes in particular expanded with the Grizzlies because he's taken on a lot of that Bane role. So surely there's a world where he puts up like 20 and people are like, damn, Ty Jerome, he's made a huge leap, and not really recognizing that what he did last year was, God, dude, Josh Allen, lucky that didn't get picked.
Two bailout penalties on third downs. All right, I will say the reffing is evened out now. Those were meaningful third down holding calls.
Yeah, the really fun one for awards is probably Sixth Man of the Year. Hat tip to our friend Numinator for identifying Aaron Wiggins is 90-1 for the Thunder. Sixth Man of the Year always goes to a top seeded team, not an number one overall seeded team, but like a top 2 or 3 seeded team. With the guy who's just volume off the bench, and Aaron Wiggins is that guy for the Thunder this year, from what I can tell. He's 90-1, which makes no sense. There's a lot of other really good candidates for Sixth Man of the Year, though.
Is he related to who's the Canadian Wiggins on Canadian?
Andrew.
No relation.
I actually think they might be brothers.
Really? No, I was joking.
Andrew and Aaron Wiggins. Let's see. Andrew. No, they're not related. I take it.
Not related.
In fact, Aaron's American. Andrew is Canadian. I don't know why I thought they might be related.
Could it be a Parent Trap situation?
Oh, maybe.
They don't know they're related. They were separated, and they maybe meet at summer camp, summer ball.
Did you know Chris Paul Jr. not related to Chris Paul?
Yeah, I did know that one. That one's the weird one. He's a terp.
The Buffalo Bills are not helping us at all here, man.
They're very slow rolling, but the runs are working for the most part, outside of getting sacked.
Passes are not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would they stop running? Because they're getting 6-8 yards a clip, and then when they step back to pass, it's almost always a sack or Josh Allen. Josh Allen's gotten hit too much today for my liking.
Yeah,
as a lover of football.
Luka is not winning MVP this year.
He's skinny though.
Gap between the Lakers and the number 1 seed in the West is going to be like 15 games. And the Lakers might be kind of bubble playing. I don't think he's getting it as a 6th, 7th seed.
Does
where they are
LeBron
at right now.
James Jr. get more playing time than LeBron James Sr. this year?
Ooh, I don't think so. But we're getting close to that year.
Sciatica is bad. I've had sciatica. Oof.
Yeah, I have the Lakers as the 7th best team in the West. Freaking you. The cluster, and the Lakers jumping up to like the 2nd best is really, really not obvious. Houston, Denver, Minnesota, that's your tier 2. All 3 of those teams, they're not jumping. Clippers, Warriors are in your next tier with the Lakers. I guess the Lakers could finish at the top of that tier, but then you're like 5th. I don't know, man. I don't think Luka's doing it with a top 5 seed. Man, this is not a good. Holy shit.
Do you believe in Portland? Their defense could be top 5.
Man.
Will there even be a city there after the rioting? I've seen some of the war zone that is Portland.
Jeff Ulbrecht being a good defensive coordinator this year is breaking my brain. He was so fucking bad last year with the Jets. He ruined a lot of those players. I don't understand how he's playing.
I think they just hit on 2 rookies. Both those guys are very good.
Yeah. Sometimes
it's just like you go back to that one Saints draft where, hey, what if everybody worked out that we drafted this year? Well, that side of the ball is going to be better.
All right, here's my answer on the Trailblazers. I have them as the 11th best defense. They're positive, but it's not by a lot. I have them as the 24th best offense. So overall, that makes them the 16th best team in terms of net rating. Kind of puts them in the mix with some other pretty meh teams. I don't think. Yeah. I guess ultimately, I'm not a believer. I don't know how they're gonna put that. I don't know how they're gonna put that team together and who's ultimately gonna win the minutes there. Really, probably the one team that I was least prepared to answer any questions about because I really don't fucking know.
Will we see a big Curry fall off this year? Steph or Seth?
I think Seth might be a Warrior now too, by the way. I can't remember if I saw that come across somewhere or not.
Oh, we doinked? No field goal for them, huh?
That game. Commanders missed the field
goal.
No good.
I'm assuming
the left upright.
That one's to my right, and I haven't been catching that. I just saw the 4th down play.
The other problem with the Trailblazers is I'm not sold on the coach. So believing in them taking a big step forward is kind of relying on the coach being good, and that's not really where I think happens. Big Curry fall off is I'm going to say no. Let me pull up his Darko historical just to see how much it came down last year. The big one to pay attention to is Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's Darko signature.
He's about to hit that
off a cliff, and nobody said anything. And nobody's really Curry finished on
his Twitter game is so fire though.
After they brought in Jimmy Butler, Curry played even better last year. So maybe with a full year of Butler there, Curry actually sustains or improves from last year. I wouldn't be surprised.
Butler giveth and Butler taketh. He comes into a team, he plays his ass off. They improve a little, and then he becomes disenchanted. And then
it has not curdled yet.
Problems. So. Yeah, the milk is still fresh. It's out. It's at room temp. We're fine for now. And I love Jimmy Butler's one of my favorite players, and his Timberwolves career was horrific.
Yeah, Durant's Darko historical chart. Whew, man, actually, let's pull it up for everybody to observe and enjoy. And I know that his situation was weird, but I mean. This is bad.
Question for me, Andy. Who is this BIVM defense player for the Wild that's getting all these PP points? The next Werenski, maybe? I can't even name a single Wild player. The goalie retired, Fleury. I know there's the Russian guy that just got paid. I don't know any hockey players, man. Is the Wild good? Hopefully. I say this every single year. I might go to a game this year.
That's our Durant career chart. What do you think?
I think is
it Jover?
It's not quite Jover. New environment. Not having a point guard might might hurt him.
Well, he doesn't need to be assisted generally. If his offense is cooking, he's creating it himself for the most part.
Caleb just got walloped for no reason. Just step out of bounds, buddy. Anything positive on the Nets?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't know what the plan is there. The Nets to me are a misprice in the win total market, and their win total is tiny. 20.5 wins. I don't think that's coming. I don't think they're getting more than 18. So not a big miss, but I'm low on both. And this is always the case. Like the win total markets always are effed up because they cluster everything around projections and win probability, and the distribution is always wider, it's always broader, and it's because some teams just stop trying to win. That happens every year. And the teams that are trying to win more than they should. The teams that are trying to lose more than they should. And that broadens the distribution. So if you have a good read on which teams are going to turn into the teams that are trying to lose come March, bet their win total unders because they're not going to make it. And the Nets, I think, are in that conversation.
Has Andy ever given out his soup Mount Rushmore? Maybe you missed
see if
that
I can
episode.
remember.
I did.
It was pho.
Pho? Yep.
French onion.
Yeah, classic. Chowder.
Corn chowder.
Corn chowder.
Corn chowder.
I was hoping you'd help me. I couldn't think of the fourth.
That was the most controversial take.
I couldn't think of the fourth.
What is it?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember what my fourth was. I remember I struggled mightily with what my fourth was.
You didn't come up with a fourth?
I did, but I think I was pretty wishy-washy on it.
Yeah, we're going to have to go to the tape.
Oh. Yeah. If anybody can remember what it was.
Yeah.
I feel like lobster bisque.
No, I was more of lobster bisque, she crab soup, and I went with crab. I don't remember if you had a seafood one. I am low on the Suns. I think the Suns is the biggest misprice in the whole market. Suns are lined at like cheddar. 30. Oh, broccoli cheddar. Was it broccoli cheddar? I don't think it was. Was it?
You know what? Actually, I'm going to change it to, and this is maybe not everyone's favorite, but it's really hearty, strong flavored. If you like a real salty fucking soup, bean and ham. But you got to make it right. You got to buy pork hocks and make your own broth. Like you have to make strong pork stock on your own, ham stock on your own. Makes it so much better.
Ham stock. Okay.
Ham stock.
Second half lines for Bears commies. Commies open up as 6.5 point favorites, -112. Total sits at 24. I don't have an opinion.
Yeah.
Bears plus 6.5.
The asparagus soup was the best soup I've ever eaten. I've never been able to replicate it though, and it was a one-off, so it doesn't count. Bears look good. I also haven't watched a ton of that game because of we've been doing this, and it's off to my side, as I mentioned. So
let's take a look. They have 2 turnovers, which always helps you look a little bit better. And one of them was close enough to the goal line that they just punched it in for a touchdown. The Bears are averaging 5.1 yards per play, 4.4 so far for the Commanders. The Commanders have had a couple of long, not very fruitful drives. The drive that they turned it over in the red zone and the drive they missed the field goal kind of hurting their overall score production, while otherwise they're doing a good job defensively on third down against the Bears, third and fourth down. But they're not doing much else that's really standing out stat-wise. The Bears got the ball first in this game, so the Commanders will get the ball first in the second half. I kind of want Bears 6.5. What do you think? More Bears? Double down?
We like the Bears. Let's take the Bears again.
Okay.
I'll join you on that.
Dubby down.
Yeah, it was a contest pick. It was a bet. Man, they're bad at tackling Bijan Robinson.
They are.
Slippery fucker. Yeah, I wondered about the under in that game, but I don't know. Game? The offenses, the Bears. I looked at the under before the game started, and I just couldn't do it.
The full game under is back to life in Falcons Bills. If that gets home, people are going to have themselves a hell of a story.
A conniption. Well, some people will be mad. I'm sure there's people that are counting their money already. We had a game like that. Didn't we have like a 40-point first half and a 0 in the second half or something along those lines last year? I don't remember. I don't know. New Orleans versus NEP. New England Patriots don't like. Oh yeah, the Cowboys-Eagles game was weird. Cowboys-Eagles. Yeah, we had the rain delay. Yes, we had. I remember people. There was people who were in earnest complaining about like we have too many lightning delays now. Like it was some emerging trend that was going to continue indefinitely.
People have been commenting on the officiating in the New Orleans and the Patriots game. I didn't watch a lot of that one live, so I didn't really know. I rewatched it back today.
Yeah.
What the fuck was going on there?
It was very
was wild.
Patriots fans were very mad about them getting screwed. No, it was all over the place, and it was all bad. Like it was good.
Yeah.
And they were. It feels like they were the most mad about the Diggs push off. He pushed off. I'm sorry. Like he went low with it. Sometimes you get away with that. Sometimes you don't. Like he clearly pushed the defender. Sorry.
What I wondered.
But everything else was just fucking like they were making crazy calls.
There were big impactful. What kind of calls in that one? Like offensive. There was an offensive holding call in the Saints that was a what the fuck call that really killed a drive. And honestly, the fact that who should be. I don't think that was a fumble, was it? They're calling an incomplete pass.
No,
goddamn, our over is not even gonna sniff 20. I don't think
our second half. Our second half plays.
It's done.
Second half plays this week are bad.
Hopefully we don't get crushed on the night one and lose everything in that game. All right. The oh man. Oh my god, dude. This is crazy. You'll see in a minute.
Oh, they missed it. They missed the field goal.
What was I going with?
I don't know. We could get a 12-point overtime.
Yeah. Can't even get a blocked kick return for a touchdown in this one, huh? All right. Yeah. We could get a 12-point overtime. We're gonna need a 12-point overtime, man. The people who really had a axe to grind, I thought, the bettors in that Patriots Saints game were the people who had the over. How the fuck did that stay under 45.5? And the answer is some wild penalties.
Yeah.
So wouldn't mind somebody digging in a little bit on that one.
Let's Pablo Torre. Maybe it's time
Pablo
to
Torre finds out. Find out, buddy. What was going on with the Patriots Saints officials? Great question.
What was happening?
That was bad. That was a bad deal. Yeah, we're at the point now where we're gonna, I don't think we're gonna need 12 points in overtime because this has the whiffs of Bills score 21-21 and then they trade field goals. And I think we go to overtime tied 24-24. What do you think of that?
Well, I would like it better if it was 35-35. That means we had some pretty exciting stuff.
That's a good point, man.
You know what the most disappointing part about this whole NFL week was? I've been much too busy to start on my first soup. I was going to do it Saturday. Didn't happen. Volleyball tournament went forever. Sunday, you can't. There's game starts at like 8 a.m. for me. I just didn't have time to really put my heart into a soup. So I'm hoping tomorrow, and now I know how to say it right, pozole. And I've a little sneak preview for you guys who stuck it out this long. I've got soup number 2 in the bag ready as well.
Awesome.
It is a sausage. There won't be sausage in the tortellini. There'll be sausage in the soup. Sausage and tortellini with some spinach, and a nice red broth. A couple of red broths to start out.
Yeah.
It's a red October.
You did not miss any Callahan firing.
We haven't brought it up.
I lose my McDaniel first coach fired bets, which is fine. I don't think he deserved it as much as Callahan did. Callahan clearly deserved this. He was so far out of his element, impossibly. He was an impossibly bad coach, and he deserved to be fired first. So I will take my loss on McDaniel, and we move on. Hopefully my karma is clean. But if McDaniel gets fired tomorrow, I'm going to be pretty bummed.
I was going to say, what if he got fired like an hour later? That would have stung more than most losses would have stung, I think. Where it's like, we need to go check the actual NFL records. It shouldn't be Schefter. It should be who filed the paperwork first. Do you have to file that with the league? I'm not even sure if you have to do anything.
Don't know. All right, man. Let's call it.
Callahan's dad quit today, too.
The Bills are just determined to run the clock down. I think maybe they're afraid of their defense being on the field. I don't know. Yeah. I would be, I guess. Let's call it quits here. I didn't think about that part of it. Sean McDermott is a true gutless, kind of
that punt
game manager. When he's not feeling good about his defense, he makes sure with some of his terrible decision making.
That punt, like
McDermott's
4th and 3 from midfield, that hurt my heart.
Yeah,
true coward punt.
He's bad. But maybe he knows better than us because he can see the look in Josh Allen's eyes that he wants to turn the ball over 3 more times tonight. He can see the look in his eyes.
I've seen that. I've seen that look before.
Yeah, I have too. All right, man. Let's call it. Ending.
All right.
5. Jesus Christ, man. We are getting
killed in this one. We can't figure out to read at all.